What's up, everyone? How's everyone's Friday going? Mine was stupendous. If anyone's interested. Yes, before anyone comments, well, no one's gonna comment because this is my second video. Anyways, yes, I am recording this in my restroom because everyone in my house is loud as fuck. And yeah. Anyways, so this Friday was like weird as fuck. So I didn't take my charger to school because I'm retarded, and I started using my phone, and before you know it, I was like at 30%. So I kept using it, and by lunch I was like at 30%. So by the end of the school day, I was like at 10% already. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go straight home and I'm gonna charge my phone, I'm gonna take a shit, all of that, who everyone does as soon as they get home. But my friends are like, my homie, he told me, hey, let's go, you wanna go to Times, just to go munch? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. And so we went, and then my friend texted me. He's like, where you at? Because he didn't go to school today. He's like, what are you doing right now? And I was like, oh, I'm at Times with Robert. And he was like, which one? Because he lives close to it. I'm like, oh, the one on Gage in San Pedro, and he lives on Main and Gage. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot through right quick. And then he told me, do you have a flashlight? I was like, no, why would I have a flashlight? And and then he said, oh, because we're about to go do bad things. And like, he knows that's my cue word. So he knows that, he knows what, I know what he meant when he said that. And so we went, I know we're gonna go to that abandoned house I was telling you guys, because I told him too. I was like, oh, I have a YouTube channel, and me and my homie, we were gonna go that other time, but we couldn't go. And I explained to him pretty much everything that happened in my first video. So he's like, oh, we could go sometime and you could just record it. And I was like, cool. But we were supposed to go today, but he didn't go to school. So I was like, oh fuck, we're not gonna do nothing. And he told me, and I was mad because my phone was like at 9% by the time he told me, but we still went. It was just me, him, and my other homie Robert. So we went, and I recorded most of it on Snapchat. Some of you might have me on Snapchat. You guys might know about it. And it was cool. Like, we got into this hole. It wasn't like the opening we wanted because we couldn't go inside the front house, but we went inside a bunch of little buildings that were there. And yeah, there was a little opening. I don't know if it was there the last time I went with Steven. And we went in there, and it was cool for a little bit. We were walking around, but my friend Robert, he's retarded as well. And he went, because I didn't show this in the last video, but there's this security car in a little parking lot right there. And like, there's another little building behind it. And Robert's all like, oh, let's go see the security cars there. And I'm like, why would you want to go see? You just saw it when we went in here. And he's like, oh no, let's go see. And I was like, no, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? So we went, and fuck. Alright, it gets much better now. So we went, and we thought he was in his car, so we were just looking at his car. And I was gonna be retarded and take a picture and be like, oh, look how bad we are. Not, I wasn't gonna say some shit like that, but you get what I meant. I was gonna take a picture of it and post some dumb shit. And we turn around, and we see him waving his flashlight around. And I told him, like, he's right there. And I got behind a little, like, wall, sort of. Like, oh my God, if you guys had, like, if I had been, because if I knew that we were gonna go today, because he texted me ahead of time, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna come on Thursday, because we were supposed to go on Friday, and I told him, oh, I'm gonna record it for my YouTube channel, or for me and my friend's YouTube channel. And he's all like, oh, all right, cool, we'll go on Friday, because, on Friday it's our rest day when we don't work out, because we work out together. But then on Thursday he told me, I'm not gonna come to school on Friday. So I was like, oh fuck it, and I'm not gonna record or nothing. I didn't even have my tripod or anything, and I don't like recording with my hand because it's like extremely shaky and all that. Anyways, so I didn't expect it for him to like want to go on Friday. I was expecting it to be like on tomorrow or Sunday or sometime in the weekend. And fuck, what was I? Oh. So we seen the security guard anyways. Like, I can't describe exactly, but just like, oh fuck. Maybe, no, why am I gonna go back? Anyways, so I saw him waving I saw him because of his flashlight, and I'm like, oh shit, he's right there, and I got behind like a little wall, sort of, and But my friend had barely managed to do it because he was standing on a plank to look through the window to look at the cop car, and he jumped off, and like when he jumped off, he made a noise, and then the guard like, or the cop, whatever the fuck he was, security officer, heard it, and he had a Nigerian accent. I can't do one, but just imagine it. He was like this scrawny little bald guy, and he was like, "Don't move." And when he said "don't move," I was scared. Like I thought he had like a gun or something, cause he said "don't move." So as soon as he came out, I had my hands up, cause I'm not one of those people that says, "Oh, all cops are evil." I'm just saying that, well, I don't want him to see me with my hands down, think I'm hiding something. And he started raising his voice. He's like, sit down now. And then he's like, you think this is a game? You think us people are here just playing a game? With this accent, how, no offense, but he couldn't really speak right. He's like, fuck, I'm oily as fuck. He's like, oh, you think this is a game? You think we come here to play? We come here to protect this place because there's a bunch of drug addicts and shit. And he's like, sit down. And my friend Robert, he didn't put on a show, but like, he started acting all apologetic and everything, and he's gonna deny it. If he sees this video, he's gonna deny it and he's gonna get mad, but his eyes were watery. I put that on everything. His eyes were watery. And he's all like, oh no, I'm sorry, sir. We didn't know. We were just exploring. We didn't know that there were security guards. We thought it was just abandoned. And the guy's all like, no, I'm calling the police, and he told us to get on the ground. But then Robert, I don't know if it was really Robert convincing him, or if he wasn't even gonna call the police in the first place. I'm pretty sure he wasn't gonna call in the first place, but he let us go. But what Robert did, that he's like, his eyes got water, and he kept telling the officer like, look, officer, you ever do something like this back in your day and all that, and back when you were a kid? That's what we're trying to do. We're just some kids. We're just trying to have fun. We didn't know any better. Come on. And he's like, come on, let me shake your hand. And he shook his hand. And then I don't know if the cops sympathized with us or if he was gonna let us go the whole time. If those were his intentions, that he just wanted to scare us by saying he was gonna call the cops. Fuck. And so he took us to the front gate and he let us go. And he just said, don't do something like this again. But the weird part is, he said, if you guys want to explore, you could have just asked. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? He said, if you guys wanted to explore, you guys could have just asked me. Because we walked past him too. When we were trying to find an opening, we walked past him and we made somewhat eye contact with him, and he nodded with us. And he said, I seen you guys. Like, if you guys wanted to explore, you guys could have just asked me, and I would have let you guys. We would have talked it out. I was like, what the fuck, really? He's like, yes, And as I said before, I recorded it on Snapchat, so I'll post those little clips that I have. They're not good enough, but that's all that'll do. So thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Fuck. Bro, they got a fucking couch. Who the fuck lives there, man?
Let us go because of me, of course.
He let us